baby. Hey everybody, welcome back to the mill. On the deck we've got a piece of eastern white pine. On this end it's 19 inches, on the far end it's 28 inches. It has a wicked whip on one side. We'll see how much we can get out of it. It's about 15'6" long. This is the second piece of that one tree that we've been talking about. This is actually the uppermost section that we've gotten. You can probably tell by all the limbs that are kind of diced off. It wasn't as dirty as the last piece that you saw, so just minimal cleaning, blew it off, raked it, and broomed it a little bit just to get it clean. And hoping to get a bunch of 2x12 out of it again. It's hard to believe, but this is still 19 inches at the uppermost section that we got. When you add all of the sections together, it's above 70 feet in the air. So I mean, this was a big tree. Anyway, thanks for watching. We appreciate it, and let's get to it. So I'd love to take another cut off of this, reduce the weight a little bit, but if I go down another inch or two on that end, I'm not going to be able to get a good clean 12x12 cant out of it. So I'm going to roll it over now. Funtown, USA, baby. take you on a ride here. So if you look at the log, cutting clean, and then you can see this mark here, it hits something, and you see the skip, the line's totally apparent. So after checking it with the level all the way down here, there's just a little bit of variation as it travels the whole length of the log. Just enough, you know, under the saw for it not to be dead flat. So after checking that with the level, there are a little bit of variations in the travel as it goes because the blade hit something. Because we're cutting 2x12 dimensional, when we go to reprocess this before we use it for framing, it'll get cut down to 11 1/4. So that tiny variation isn't gonna, you know, make or break these pieces of lumber. If we were cutting it 11 1/4 after drying and then kiln drying, it would be an issue. We'd have to cut it down to 2x10, but you know, for now, we're good. It always helps to check. And again, if you hit something, it's usually apparent. You can hear it or you'll see it in the cut. So I don't know if the end camera's gonna pick this up, but there's a nubbin right here from a tree branch that's really proud of the rest of the log. I'm gonna try and chainsaw it off because I'm concerned that when I go to stand this up, it's gonna hit the bunk first and then leave this thing tottering, and I don't want to be on the other side of this while only one contact point is going on. Alright, better, we'll see. So I don't know if the camera shows it, but the taper of the log is like this. And so the way that it sits right now, there's a massive amount of loss on the top, and then there'll also be a massive amount of loss on the bottom. So I've got to unclamp it and actually flip it over again. Yes, very dangerous. Don't recommend doing that. after all that wrangling and messing around with that thing, despite it being terribly ugly. It's going to have 7 pieces of 2x12 out of it, 3 pieces of 1x12. I'll get 2 or 3 more pieces of 2x12 plus a couple pieces of 1x out of the remainder. So a decent yield for something that I didn't think we were going to get half that much out of. As always, thank you for watching. We really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, but it really does help us out a lot. Stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you on the next one.